Hello again and welcome to the second in the series Legends of West Indies Cricket on Cricket 360 Friday Night Line. Let's take a look tonight at Curtly Ambrose. Quick, unplayable, frightening, a supreme bowler were just some of the superlatives by Shane Warne about the legendary West Indies speedster, ICC Hall of Fame inductee, now Sir Curtly E.L. Ambrose, in his book, Shane Warne's Century, My Top 100 Test Cricketers, in which he ranked Curtly Ambrose as number 3 on his list. Warne states, "Early in my career, he took 7 wickets for 1 run in an incredible spell at Perth in the 1992-93 series. And these were good wickets, including tough guys such as Alan Border and David Boone. I played another 137 test matches after that, but never encountered an instance of a bowler doing so much damage in a short space of time." His final figures amazingly read: 18 overs, 9 maidens, 25 runs, 7 wickets. Many others have written in glowing terms of this right-handed bowler, left-handed batsman, all 6 foot 7 inches, some say 6 foot 8 inches. The Antiguan, who was born on September 21st, 1963, in the village of Sweets, and shot to prominence in early 1988 by taking 35 wickets in the regional annual cricket competition at a phenomenal average of just 15.5 runs per wicket, including among those early days were figures of 5 for 40, 5 for 67, and 7 for 67 against Jamaica, Guyana, and again Guyana. Such was his impact as a virtual unknown, a man whose first love was basketball, that he was thrust onto the international scene with his first test cap on April the 2nd, 1988 versus Pakistan at Border, Guyana. According to Ambrose, as a boy I never really liked cricket, and I was definitely not a fan of the game. My favorite sports were basketball and football. Cricket was too long and took up a lot of energy, so it was never on my list. In fact, you could go so far as to say I avoided it. I used to play tennis ball cricket on the beach and had a good time with my friends, even sometimes playing a game with the boys in my village. But that was just for fun. However, I played in school and sometimes for my village when pressed to do so. In 1984, I was playing for Sweets. In 1985, I was playing for Antigua and Barbuda. Then by 1986, I was picked for the Leeward Islands alongside Richie Richardson, Viv Richards, Winston Benjamin, Eldine Batiste. A Viv Richards scholarship provided him funding to play club cricket in England for Chester Boughton Hall Cricket Club in the highly rated Liverpool competition during 1986, where he took 84 wickets and an average of 9.80. The following year he returned to England to play for Hayward Cricket Club in the Central Lancashire League, for whom he took 115 wickets in the season. Experiences which no doubt would have helped his bowling technique. At the Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad in March 1994, after his career was well underway, he, for want of a better word, demolished England all out for 46, with yet another devastating spell of 6 for 24 in the second innings of that test match. For those of us lucky to have witnessed this demolition, it will be a cricketing memory that will last forever. Requiring just 194 for a win, England collapsed dramatically, with Ambrose taking 5 for 70 in the first inning and 6 for 24 in the second, England losing by 147 runs. When he retired at the end of 2000, fast forward, that test series versus England, his final stats read 405 wickets in 98 test matches at a miserly rate of 20.99 runs per wicket, with a best of 8 for 45, capturing 5 or more wickets in an innings 22 times and 10 in a match 3 times. He also donned the maroon colours 176 times in ODIs for the West Indies, capturing 225 wickets with a best of 5 for 17 and at an average of 24.12. As a useful lower order batsman, he boasts a highest test score of 53. During his stellar career, the major teams he played for were Leeward Islands, the West Indies, and Northamptonshire, the latter for 6 seasons. He was chosen as one of the Wisden Cricketers of the Year in 1992 and selected as one of West Indies' all-time 11 by a panel of experts. His citation as West Indies Cricketer of the Year states that he had, quote, outright pace, and he generates a disconcerting steepling bounce from fuller length deliveries. His height and slender, sinewy wrist contribute greatly to the final velocity of the ball, the wrist snapping forward at the instant of release to impart extra thrust, close quote. Writing in 2001, following Ambrose's retirement, Michael Atherton, whom Ambrose dismissed more than any other batsman, said, "At his best, there is no doubt that Ambrose moved beyond the fine line that separates the great from the very good. Quality bowlers essentially need 2 of 3 things: pace, movement, and accuracy. Ambrose had all 3. He was inducted into the ICC Hall of Fame in 2011. It is a privilege and an honor to be inducted in the Hall of Fame," Ambrose said. "In the history of cricket, there have been many great cricketers, and to be part of that elite group, I'm very happy and very humbled. I never thought that this day would come. This only tells me that all the hard work I put in throughout my career did not go unnoticed. I see this also as a just reward for all the joy and happiness that I may have brought to cricket and cricketers alike." When he retired from cricket, Ambrose concentrated on one of his loves, that for music. He played bass guitar with the reggae band Big Bad Dread and the Baldhead, as well as Spirited, probably a testament to his cricket playing days. One fellow band member was his former teammate Richie Richardson. He has been on the coaching staff of Guyana Amazon Warriors in the Caribbean Premium League, in the CPL, and the West Indies teams, including the victorious 2016 T20 World Cup team. He has also done some cricket commentary on radio and television and continues to make himself available to serve West Indies cricket. Ambrose was knighted by the Antiguan government in 2014. His biography, Time to Talk, was published in 2015, in which he shares a series of insightful opinions and public reflection. His own sense of pride, professionalism, privacy, and justice are common themes throughout the book. As at 2020, Ambrose's 405 test wickets placed him 15th on the list of leading test wicket takers. Of those who have taken over 200 test wickets, Ambrose has the 3rd best bowling average behind Marshall and Garner, and has the 8th best economy rate. For much of his career, Ambrose was rated the world's best bowler in the ICC player rankings, first reaching the top in 1991. He really dropped below second and was ranked in the top 10 from 1989 until the end of his career. In 2010, Ambrose was chosen by a panel of writers and experts as a member of ESPN's Cricinfo's all-time 11 for the West Indies. In our next segment on Legends of West Indies cricket, we will look at another fast bowler, Ian Bishop, the third legend in this series of 33, which we are featuring in alphabetical order. Before I go, let me leave you with this. In this book, there are over 200 cricket-themed calypsos over the years, dating back to 1926. Of those calypsos, 3 we found that were dedicated to or included Sir Curtly. The first one was by a fellow Antiguan, Calypso Douglas, in 1993. And here's an excerpt. When the West Indies under pressure, who's the man that never surrender? Curtly, another master. He does make batsmen shiver when he run up and deliver. Curtly, another master. So that's just an excerpt in that calypso. Then Lord Relator in 1995. Here's the chorus. Curtly Ambrose's class. Curtly Ambrose real fast. Curtly Ambrose is unsurpassed. So sing out my chorus. Curtly Ambrose a gem. Curtly Ambrose problem. Curtly too fast for them. And then another one we found was by Sugar Aloes in 2003, entitled Two Great Bowlers. And here's an excerpt. We had Valentine and Ramadan. We had Andy Roberts and Holding. We had Charlie Griffith and Wes Hall. Croft, Garner and Malcolm Marshall. These were phenomenal pace bowlers. These were Caribbean heroes. But the greatest of all them fellas, I think, was Courtney Walsh and Ambrose. Good night, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed this segment.